Okay, hello. I hope I'm audible. It's currently midnight, not midnight. It's 11:45, 5th February 2023, and I just have a thought, and I really wanted to convey it. I promise I have a point. Okay, so I was just talking with my father, and I realized something, and I was like, okay, this is going to be my first YouTube video. So, as we know, there are overachievers and underachievers. We get it. We have a lot of movies regarding both, and I sympathize with both of the groups. I'm like, okay, you have your struggles, you have your struggles. We get it. I'm not saying anything bad towards them. But then there is one group in the middle of them, and that's achievers who are either overwhelmed or underwhelmed. And I am one of them. I like to think like that. And I know I'm like that. And so basically, when I was a kid, I was not that good in studies. I mean, I was well. I was a well behaved kid, a disciplined child, good manners, good etiquettes, good grades, always clean, you know, polite, kind, sweet. That's why my teachers never didn't pay me much attention. It's like, oh, she's a no trouble kid. So it's fine. Similarly, for my parents, they both were working parents. I wouldn't say I was neglected, but yeah, at that time I was because they had to work hard. We were living in rented house and all, so I get it. I never bothered them, and yeah, I was a good kid all around. So, but there came this moment in my life at, at a very tender age where I got good grades, and that changed the trajectory of my life. And basically, the behavior of everyone around me, my teachers, my parents, my friends, or whoever, my relatives, everyone just changed. What happened was I got good grades. I went home. I waited for my parents, mom and dad to come around. They did, and I told them, hey, I kind of topped my class. And even though my dad was tired and grumpy, the spark on his face, he was overjoyed. He took me out to eat good food. He's like, whatever you want to eat, go get it. If you want to get the big chocolate box, go get it. Big ice cream pack, go get it. And my mom was so happy. She was like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. This is like the first positive interaction I had with my mom. I mean, she was great, but we never used to talk that much. And it was great. And even my teachers, they were giving me such attention, like positive attention, affirmations would make me stand in class and be like, oh my God, Riddhima, yeah, you did that, you did that. And my friends were so excited, like, oh, you're a topper now and all that. I felt great. I was like, this is the life I want. I want to become an A plus student and blah, blah, blah. But I did not realize that it comes with a price, and that's burnout. I'll catch up with later. So as I said, I was not an underachiever, not an overachiever, just an achiever. But then my dad, he was like, you are going to become an engineer, that too from IIT. And I was like, okay, no issue. Because I was young and trust me, I didn't know the hardships back then. So I agreed. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get one rank. Anyways, okay, back to the point. Like this was my life. So then obviously I grew up. And then out of nowhere, I was treated as a gifted child. I was again, I'm saying I was at if this is the starting line, this is the ending line, I was always in the middle. I just kind of went two steps ahead. I was never to the point where I would be an overachiever. Right. And that's what lead me and that's what made me think or lead me to think that I'm not living up to my potential or I'm doing way too much. Like I'm biting more than I can chew. Because people around me were like, you can do so much great if you just focused, if you were a little bit more hardworking, more focused, more hardworking, if you paid more attention, if you worked here and there, and blah blah blah. So I realized, okay, maybe I'm lacking there. But in my inner self, I knew my caliber was not that high. I knew that I wasn't able to cope up. I was having troubles, but then again, people around me kind of went like, "Oh no, you are a genius. You can do this. This is so easy for you. You are just lazy." And I was like, "Yeah, maybe I'm just tired and lazy and I'm not paying attention." But exactly what was happening, I didn't know because I was young. But now I know that my caliber was not high. I was forced to stretch myself to become that. Whatever shaped and modified me. But that's what I really wanted to get off my chest because now I think way too much. I'm always overthinking. Oh, and why am I not perfect? Why am I this and that? But now I kind of realize my caliber, so I know I have to fake it because now I'm in VIT Institute, okay, and VIT is a very top institute. You get here with so much competition and all. You have to pay attention to everything. You have to do this. You have to do your extra whatever activity courses to get a good placement internship. So now I'm just faking it because back then also I used to fake like yeah I'm very smart. I used to, but then who knows because I don't even know the truth myself. I feel like I'm not that smart because when I'm studying something, if it takes an average kid 2 hours, it takes me 3 hours. And it's by an average kid. I thought I was average, but then why is it taking me an hour extra? Okay, maybe I'm below average. And there's nothing wrong with that. But then I'm competing with people who are the best of their class. So obviously that's going to tire me out, going to burn out, tiring, exhausting, and would make me question my sanity every day, all the time, in every class. And I know it's the same for many kids. The same as before, they were labeled gifted and they were treated as and also one more thing because I was label gifted, if I would go to my teachers, oh I have this doubt, they would be like, no, you were lying, you know the answer, you're just pretending to get attention that you don't know. I wasn't. Why would I ask you, bitch? Why would I even interact with you? Because I have a doubt, right? And obviously my concept was not clear, so I wouldn't get that. Then be like, oh, you're just lazy, you know this, why didn't you write? It was awful. Awful. Anyways, my friends would be like, "Oh, you're a topper. You're just lying." When I would say, "No, I haven't done my homework. I haven't prepared well." They'd be like, "Oh, you're just lying. You always get good marks. You're lying." I am not lying. Maybe I'm lying to myself. Who knows at this point? I hope I'm making sense. I promise. I promise I have a point, but I don't know how to convey because it's very late. I haven't slept, anyways. But I hope if you are watching this, and if you feel the same way, obviously some people do. Please let me know that it's not something that I think about, because I think about this all the time. And I wanted to talk about this with my parents, with my mentors, with my teachers. Again, they would say, "You think too much. Don't think that much." Okay, if I'm not thinking about it, if I'm living in denial, they'll be like, "Oh, you don't think enough about your future. You don't think at all." So basically, I say, "Oh, you think too much, or you don't think enough." I don't think at all now. I don't know what to think and what not to think because I'm so damn confused all the time. Am I a topper? Am I a failure? Am I an average? Because I don't fit any group. As I said, I'm an achiever who is underwhelmed and overwhelmed. It's basically when you give your absolute minimum, but you are at your best, so you can only go up from that. But when you're that, you're at your absolute best, so you can only go down from that. It just doesn't make sense, and it doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make me feel efficient and just prosper enough. Anyways, the video is now getting to 10 minutes. I don't want that. I don't know. I feel like I have so many things to add, but I don't know how to. I'll improve. So bye bye. It's 11:49 now. 11:45 now. And I won't be editing this video. It's going to be same, the scrappy type thing, because I don't have time. I'm an engineering student who's also pursuing law and writing scripts. Bye.